So now that we have our pumpkin drawn, we're going to add two more things, and that is what's called a horizon line. A horizon line is a line that makes sure that our pumpkin isn't floating. Right now, there's nothing showing that the pumpkin is on something. So right now it's just floating. So what I like to do is I like to go up about halfway, okay? And I like to start on one side. So I think this is a little bit above halfway of my pumpkin. I'm going to start on the edge of the paper and I'm going to draw a straight horizontal line until I touch my pumpkin. Then I lift up my pencil and I go over the top of my pumpkin until I get to the other side. Then I put my pencil down and then I draw to the other side of the paper. Okay. So now that we have a horizon line, that horizon line could be separating the wall from the table. It could be separating the sky from the ground. But it takes away the fact that the pumpkin is floating. So in our projects this year, we're going to be talking about a horizon line a lot. So it's a really important line. And I always remember it because it's a horizontal line. And when we use a horizontal line to separate the ground from something vertical, like the sky or a wall, then we call it a horizon line. So horizontal or horizon are very similar. Okay. Next, we are going to take a black marker. So you could be using a Sharpie marker. You could be using a white washable Crayola marker. Use whatever you have on hand. If you have a Sharpie marker, I like it. They work the best, but you really need to ask a parent if you're using it because we never want to draw it on the table or anything that we're doing. And I always have a piece of paper underneath that protects the table or whatever I'm putting my project over the top of so that the permanent marker doesn't get on anything other than my paper. So if you have a Sharpie marker, they work best, but if you were in school, we'd always talk about the safety precautions or how we use it properly. Okay, so all we're gonna do is go over all of our lines. So I always like to start out with that first shape, and it's really important that you go nice and slow. This is really good practice for your brain and your eyes to work together. If you keep going off of the pencil line, then you're probably going too fast. So slow it down, okay? When you do this, your brain and your eyes have to really work together with your hands. We call that fine motor, and that's something that as an art teacher, we grade on. So how strong is your fine motor? So show me how strong it is by going nice and slow and staying right on that pencil line. So this is the last line from my pumpkin. Now I'm going to go up to my stem. Okay. Then I'm going to go over my vine that I made. And my leaf. And then the last thing we drew today, the horizon line. Okay. Then if you have any, let's see if I have an eraser. If you have any pencil lines that you need to erase, whenever we erase, we always put our hand down. So if I needed to erase something right here, I don't want to hold my paper over here and erase because my paper will move on me and it could wrinkle. I always want to move my hand close to wherever I'm erasing and kind of an imaginary circle. So if I had to erase something up here, I don't keep my hand here. I move my hand up to wherever I'm erasing. Okay, so look for those pencil lines, erase them, and then in next class, we are going to be talking about how to add color. We're going to be doing something different than coloring. So make sure that this is in a nice safe spot. Keep it like this. Don't do any more to it. And next class, we will take this and do something interesting to add color. Right. Thank you.